just out of curiosity, why do they bully? What's the point of it? Why do you find joy in taking innocent people and finding a way to be mean to them? It's not okay.
What do they say to you?
They make fun of my nose. They call me ugly. They say I have no friends.
What'd they do to you at lunch?
Put milk on me and put ham down my clothes. Threw bread at me.
Is it just you?
Yep.
Or is it other kids too that feel that way?
Say it's other kids too.
How's that make you feel?
I don't like that they do it to me, and I for sure don't like that they do it to other people, because it's not okay. People that are different don't need to be criticized about it, because it's not their fault. But if you are made fun of, just don't let it bother you. Just stay strong, I guess. It's hard. But it'll probably get better one day.
Whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend podcast, man. It's your man Aldo NICE.
It's your boy Rog Smuve, back at it again.
Wow. It's your boy Los, a.k.a. CP. We in here.
You hear me? He got a little melody to it. He got a little sing-song in this, which is kind of...
You see me?
It's kind of cool. Hey, man, look, appreciate y'all coming and spending y'all weekend with the best friends and
believe that.
Checking out the podcast today. We got a lot of good stuff, per usual. I mean, the biggest story, y'all see that swindling, swashbuckling, sneak thieving,
super finesse
has been going on this week. So I don't want to start without starting with the right thing. And it's Keaton Jones, man. That's not my cousin. He not one of them Jones from
I definitely
from
thought he was at the y'all, because y'all have a super huge family reunion. Right, Roger?
I could have, and on that note, Los, I have actually been to one of those family reunions.
Did you see Keaton? No. Did you see Keaton?
That looked like Keaton over there.
Hey, Roger. When I heard the story and I heard his last name was Jones, and I've been around Al for a few years now, and I know every time it's family reunion time, they get shirts made, right? And I was thinking, like, damn, I know Keaton got one of them shirts.
They say them Joneses.
Them Joneses.
Is that?
Volleyball too.
For those of y'all who don't know, let's get right into it. The cover art and everything about this week is about Keaton Jones. It is such a 2017 story, right? That's what I hear everybody who I didn't talk to about it said, man, this is such a 2017 story. So Keaton Jones, and you heard you heard him crying before the intro music. He was getting bullied. I thought we stopped talking about bullying years ago, but
no,
I guess bullying is still a thing. So, why do you have to act like that? Why y'all want to be like that and bully people? So you heard him. I don't want to add to it, but so the Keaton Jones, he got bullied, okay. And then it went viral because this is 2017. The video went viral. The video, which is
well shot too.
Yeah, his mom shot. I don't know how well shot.
No, it was orchestrated very well.
It was shot well in a 2017 form.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Very iPhone camera-esque.
Yeah, which is the way of the world, right? So it went viral, super
like
viral.
if it's too well produced, then it's like not good now. You need like a little low budget quality in there.
And you know what, Roger? I agree with you on that because they were still driving. Like she wasn't standing still. It wasn't. I didn't see a trailer in the background. You know what I mean?
Like people got to be in the trailer.
Yeah, I didn't see a double wide in the background. His eyes close together. So I didn't see a trailer in the background, and it was just like I could tell
that's bullying.
No,
what you doing right now is bullying.
No, that's truth talk.
You just bullying.
He bullying.
That's truth talk. That's truth talk. So I'm not the only person who felt that way, and whatever. But what I'm saying is, when you go back and look, your first initial action is like, oh, that's kind of. But then you look at him, and then you see his people. You like, oh, okay. It's just like when you see a Roger. You done seen a dude who was like, oh, I'm a thug. Then you see his parents be like, nigga, you ain't no fucking thug. You got 2 parents and all of them dressed nice, boy. It's like you coming up to myself.
Am I going to tell this story about Keaton Jones or what? Like, where we going with this, man? All right, so anyway, Keaton Jones put the bullying story up. It was real. It was a tearjerker. And people in the community, people all around the world started donating. They started a GoFundMe, and they initially wanted 25 racks for Keaton's college fund. And it far surpassed that. It got close to $60,000 bag. And everybody was kind of happy with it. And then the receipts. People went online because that's what they do in 2017. I don't think there's another way around that. When you get famous, people go look you up. They go try to see what you on, what you're all about, what you've been about. And they found out that his mama is a racist. And why do I say that? We got Exhibit A and Exhibit B. Exhibit A, she had a picture online with nothing but Confederate flags. I think Lil Keaton might have been holding a big Confederate, you know what I'm saying?
Don't do him like that.
Robert E.
Keaton had
Lee.
the American flag.
You say he wasn't?
Keaton had the American flag.
Oh, so Keaton, Keaton's proud to be American.
Straight.
But his brother, one of them had that. And his mama was definitely next to a big Confederate flag. So
are we going to be honest about this, though?
And that was Exhibit A. Exhibit B is the one that a lot of people don't really know. Is that his pops, Keaton Jones. His dad's name is Shaun White, not to be confused with Shaun White who be snowboarding at the X Games.
His hair is nice.
He's got pages with nothing but white supremacy propaganda on it. He ain't posted in a while because he's been locked up in a Tennessee jail. But they got pictures of him throwing up the Aryan salute. I didn't know there was a such thing. There's an Aryan hand signal. It looked like somebody throwing up West Coast. But he got it on his chest. Boy. And I think the W stand for white.
Yeah.
And he got tats on his chest that say like, look, I'm with the shits. I'm with the brotherhood.
Yeah.
So basically the backlash became people talking about like, nah, I didn't want to give my money to this dude. I didn't want to do nothing about it because, it just didn't feel right to them.
Yeah.
An MMA fighter actually came out and said,
hey, that was kind of fucked up. I said that to you.
They said that he invited him to an MMA fight, and Keaton's mom was like, "Nah, we not coming, but you need to give me some of that money. Like send some money to the GoFundMe." Yeah. So dude was like, "I was trying to have Keaton come out, meet him, get to know Keaton, but they just want that bag. Y'all gotta watch out."
How much was they up before they shut it down?
They had money. They was up 59, I think, 58 or 59.
Okay,
racks.
This is my question. Oh, go you finish?
I thought you said Roger was gonna lead, then you was gonna hop in.
I did tell Roger to lead, but he taking all.
No, I mean I think you hopping in.
Nah,
do
you think? I'm listening here.
Okay.
Here.
Roger be taking all day. Roger, I like to talk.
It's not the case.
All right, go ahead, Raj. What you feel?
Nah, I want you to go.
Okay, well, shit. Look, I feel like this here. Number one, when we saw the little boy, first thing black people thought was like, I feel sorry for the kid because his eyes really are close together. And we roll with that. And people in America ride with kids with, because I feel like everybody has something wrong with them. Everybody's not right. You know what I mean? It's something, like I can find something wrong with all three of us, right?
What's wrong with me?
Huh? What's wrong with you?
With me?
Your nose proportion to your eyes is kind of fucked up. And Roger, I've talked to you. Roger, you ain't got a lot of sense. Like, you're a great guy, but you're crazy. I don't have a lot of sense. No, you don't. Like, you smart and shit, but you crazy. Like, you articulate. You articulate, but you crazy. Al. What's wrong with Al? Shit, I don't know where to start. Al is super confident, right? Al is the most confident guy I know, right? Al is the most confident guy I know.
That's a compliment.
No, but listen.
You couldn't start me off with a compliment?
No, listen. No, nigga, you the freshest nigga I ever been around.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Because I remember being around you when the first Yeezus came out, and you pushed it. But
I'm gonna ask us to tell a story about Keaton Jones and what you think about that. I'm just gonna try to get us back on topic because we got a lot of things to talk about.
Hey,
in
Roger,
this podcast.
he wants to get in.
Let's just keep it.
I was about to hit him.
Come on,
but
go.
Okay, let's just say Al has things wrong with him. Al, he loves to talk.
So what were you talking about with Keaton Jones though?
Anyway, everything is something wrong with everybody. Number one, with Keaton Jones, his eyes are close together, but he brought attention to that by calling people niggas. You're a white boy.
You see, but you didn't. You see what happened just then is.
Go ahead.
I think you had a good point, but I don't think you even cohesively made that point just then. I think he was just talking in. What do you mean he was calling people niggas?
Okay, something happened at school with the
okay,
little
then,
white
let's
boy,
get to that.
Right? Okay, he was at school, and whatever happened between him and his peers, and he said nigga.
How you know that he said that?
Because I read it on
Go
Twitter.
ahead.
Twitter is real
You
news.
must
It
have got
ain't
that
fake
on-
news.
No, it depends on what Twitter's page you got that from. Like, whose Twitter?
I mean, I heard that rumor too.
Black Twitter.
I don't.
Black Twitter is always real.
I don't think that's a real. I don't think that's necessarily a confirmed story. They said he was definitely getting bullied, but nobody came out and said specifically what he was saying.
Whatever. Okay, let's just say he didn't say nigga, but his eyes are really close together.
God damn, boy.
But it's okay.
I think if you say it 4 times in one podcast, that's bullying.
I think he bullying the shit out of Keaton.
I mean, fuck Keaton.
Absolutely.
But what I'm saying is this: it's okay.
The views of Los, aka Cap G, whatever you do, all of that,
do not reflect.
reflected.
No, but seriously, what I'm saying is this, because I teach elementary kids. What I'm saying is this. Everybody has something wrong, and if it's something wrong with you, you have to embrace it. He knows his eyes are close together. His mother and his daddy know his eyes are really close together because they're sister and brother. It's your turn. D-Wade to LeBron.
That was the worst alley I ever seen in my life.
I'm glad you said that. No, I'm on the other team. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna pass it back.
Okay, let's go.
So no, I understand the rationale about how the kid might know how it feels, and he might be the poster child for how it feels. You know what I'm saying? Like how it feels to be us, or how it feels to be this, or how it feels to be that. But nonetheless, in my eyes, I get it. I know his family's racist. But I saw in that video, the initial video, I saw some sincerity in his eyes. I felt it. I felt a little bit. So I do feel a little bad about him. All the other stories that's coming out after the fact is kind of crazy. It's so funny how whenever there's just like one story, there's always like compounding stories, It used to just be one story and then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, cool, this happened, and then that's it. Like, oh, okay, cool. I can't even throw out a story, but it used to be just a story. That's it. Now it's always a story, and then you start to check into someone's past. You start to check into someone's what's going on currently in their life, their family, their this, their that. So throwing all of that out, I guess just to say this, just to throw this out here, just to kind of add it, because I didn't see it on our agenda for today. August Ames just killed herself because of bullying. Same theme. So it's a real thing. It might not affect you because you black and you can hoop and you got a female and you're doing well in life. It might not affect you because you're doing well, but Keaton has some obvious shortcomings, like some things that are definitely
when you say shortcoming, do you mean like the short distance between his eyes?
That's got to be what you mean. Because listen.
No, I'm saying that if you was born with no nose and somebody said, "Oh, look, Lowe's, oh, no nose ass,"
no
like
nose.
then,
but
like obviously, but like if your nose like it looks like that, and somebody say, "Man, Lowe's, you got a big bell pepper nose."
Yes,
you
I
would
do.
just clown with him because like you have a nose that's like you have a
so I
nose.
think in reality that it's something we learn as young black men.
Yes,
definitely growing up in Louisiana. That if something wrong with you, somebody gonna clown, somebody gonna find a way to clown.
And you have to be okay with that.
What?
My thing is this. Like I tell my okay, I'm gonna give you an example. My daughter is super skinny, right? She is little, like she don't eat, and I make fun of her to this day to help her cope with what's going to happen in the future, and they mess with her, and she was like, "Daddy." The other day, she was like, "Daddy, the same thing you say these kids be saying, but I'm ready for it." And she has comebacks. Like we prepare for this. You know what I'm saying? Like
Let me actually,
like go ahead.
Let me take it to the flip side.
Okay.
What if your daughter was super fat?
Yeah.
I bet you wouldn't be making those same jokes.
Yes. I would. I would be like, no.
I don't believe
No. I can be honest, because I got handicapped people in my family, and one of my little cousins got a chicken wing for an arm, and I've been letting her have it for years, and she ain't nothing but like 12, 13.
All right, let's keep this in a PC sense, just a bit.
Confirm that you're a bully.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
No, I'm not a bully.
I mean, it sounds bully.
No, I'm getting you ready for the world.
No, I hear you, and I hear the context, Lowe's, but I can't necessarily agree with that. I feel like you running away from the point. You're not even talking about the point of the Keaton Jones situation.
No,
you take a chance to take shots at that man.
No, I'm not trying to take. Fine. No, I'm not trying to take shots at Keaton Jones.
You might not be trying to.
No, I'm not saying he didn't get bullied. I'm not saying he didn't get bullied. But what I'm saying is, what's coming out, he did something. Or something happened for him to have that, and his mother capitalized on that, and made money.
So that's a great point. But my point is that I don't think you're making that point. I think what you're sitting here saying is you're saying 4 or 5 different points, and if I could be succinct about that, you're saying that he should be prepared for bullying.
Succinct.
So when somebody is bullying you, you should prepare your kids for bullying and be preparing them to either respond in kind or whatever. And you saying that she shouldn't have been getting that bag off of it. And like you saying a whole bunch of, and you saying you don't know what he said at school to get bullied. These are all fair points. But I think in the bigger scheme of the story, I think it's okay for America to look at it and say, I don't know what the problem is with him. I mean, he getting bullied, and that's a bad thing. We shouldn't allow kids to get bullied. But the flip side of it is, why was he getting bullied? And I think that's a deeper question that we don't know the answer to. You can't just listen to the internet.
I agree with that, but I'm in a place where kids get bullied so-called bullied, because just talking about somebody ain't bullying. It's the truth.
Oh well, bullying is what you make of it.
Exactly.
Bullying isn't Los's decision of what bullying is. Bullying is how that kid feels if someone does or says something.
Exactly. That's how I'm saying. Exactly.
So Keaton, I don't know what the before math of it was, if even before math is a word, but what Keaton said was that they make fun of his nose, they make fun of the fact that his eyes are close together. I don't know if he said that, but that's what
Los obviously want us to know.
Right? So like that's what they made fun of him for. Like, and so if we dealing with what's on the forefront, like if we dealing with what's on the front,
that's not bullying though.
Why not?
Because we stating truths.
That's not bullying, man.
No, but
we stating truths. Listen, Roger, when you was little, right? In elementary school, it was kids who had shit wrong with them. And let's be honest. Young kids are the most truth tellers ever. Like my daughter was 3 years old, and we walk into the store, and she be like, "Dang, Daddy, he fat." They truth tellers, like kids at certain age.
Does your daughter at that age know any better?
No.
Well, then that's my point. The kids that are Keaton's age, it's his parents.
How old is Keaton?
Like my parents should be able to tell them.
How old is Keaton?
I don't know, but he's old enough.
Old enough. So I think honestly, we running this conversation running this conversation into the dirt that doesn't even have anything to do with kind of like the bigger issue. You're talking about what's bullying and what's not bullying. And I don't think that's even the question. I think the bigger question, which makes this a 2017 story, isn't the fact that he's getting bullied. The fact is it okay for celebrities and everybody else to be hopping on the bandwagon when there's clearly some other stuff going on at his home? Like, should we be hopping behind the Confederate flag waving people?
He was a white boy.
Just because their son is getting bullied.
He was a white boy.
What does that matter, though? I don't think that you keep saying that like that's a determining factor.
If it was a black boy, you think it would made $58,000 in 2 days?
Well, that's a good question, and I'm gonna end with that. That's an alley.
What he ever made?
I'm about to play a video, and I want y'all to hear it. It's from the black Keaton, Ashawnty Davis, a 10-year-old from Colorado. Roger, you might know him. He had a GoFundMe going. It wasn't half as full because he was getting bullied over his feelers, man. Let's play that video right quick.
I just came from the park, and it's this kid teasing me because I have felines on. Now, mind you, I am not a material person. I just wear felines because, you know, I like the color, and I think they're cool. They might not be what's popular today, but, you know, that's what I like. So, you know, I told the kid, it's not about what I have on my feet, it's about what I have inside my head. No matter what I'm wearing, no matter what I have on, it's about my information, the knowledgeable things in life. These sneakers are not even going to fit you in 20 years from now. So it's about what you have in your mind, your wisdom, your knowledge, the power to inspire others. And parents, please don't raise your children like the materialistic type, because, you know, once they don't have Jordans on or cool clothes, they're going to feel like they're not important. They're going to feel like they need the golden or the Jordans or the cool stuff, the popular stuff, to make them feel important.
You see, a little black boy, his little GoFundMe wasn't full. Let me tell y'all something about GoFundMe that's crazy. I heard a story earlier today about they said when like gay marriage was a thing and people were about to like legalize gay marriage, that there was a couple who went online. There was two guys and they were like, we're about to get married, and with the gay marriage laws in our state, they don't want to let it happen. So I want y'all, we got this GoFundMe for y'all to give us money so we can kind of get our wedding off the ground. It went viral. They made over like I think $100,000. And then it came out that it wasn't really no gay couple. It was just some people who hopped on GoFundMe and was like,
just two niggas.
Right?
Yeah, like,
Exactly.
like that's a great idea.
Us. Ain't that the best idea on earth? So I don't understand how it goes.
Aldo and Rog Smuve's wedding.
Yeah.
Bang.
Because they tripping out here in Texas.
Yeah. Right. And so at the end of the day,
matter.
it's like that. How does it go from a feel good story to like, you need to give money? Why did people feel they needed to give Keaton Jones and his family money? I just don't get that. That part I don't get.
No, but I don't understand. I'm with you on that. I don't understand it. But what I will say, that if if it's a possibility, you know what I'm saying? Like if something happens to me in the same light, I don't know what it may be, but if something happens to me, whatever it may be, and the idea of starting a GoFundMe account comes to mind, and that GoFundMe account makes me, I guess, for the moment, momentarily rich, you know, like $50,000, so I'm rich for a few weeks, you know, a few months or so, then it's a freaking great idea. But I don't understand why, like, I never even clicked on the link. Like, I saw GoFundMe for Keaton Jones, and I'm like, oh, all right, cool. Look at this Wildin' Out video that came up next.
Okay, like,
You know?
like I'm gonna keep it 100 in barbershop talk. All right, let's just be honest. At some point in all of our lives, we've got talked about. Am I wrong?
Sure.
All right. So when Roger, have you ever got talked about on a constant basis?
Of course.
All right, though. So at the time when we came up, that wasn't bullying. And you couldn't go start a GoFundMe. Because if you go home and say something, it ain't that.
Right, so I think we didn't already define what bullying is and what it's not.
I think we've already got to that.
Yeah, right, it's what you make of it.
We don't have to keep circling that
it's cool.
point.
Yes. Well, what I'm saying
And I think
is,
we both understand that GoFundMe didn't always exist.
She finessed the system.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean,
She finessed the, that's my whole point. She finessed the system.
took you a while to make that point. Listen,
No.
so they got some other people who talking about it, and I know we're not, because you're not getting to a point right now. But listen, we're going some other people who were listening to this story and had a lot of different opinions of it were the Avengers, and I think they're going to name their next movie the Avengers Keaton War. I think that's what they're calling it now, because they came out over the bullet teen, and Chris Evans, you know, Captain America. He invited him to the premiere and said, you know, you need to come over here to premiere the new movie. Keaton, we love you. You've got friends in Hollywood. And then after it came out that his mama liked to have sex under Confederate flag sheets, Don Cheadle, War Machine, said, nah, man, we invite him and the Hulk. He had the Hulk with him, Mark Ruffalo. And they was like, nah, we're going to find that video of Ashawnty Davis, and we're going to bring the little black buck, the feelers. They're going to bring him.
And then you know why?
No, I'm listening. Tell me why.
Why?
No, so not well. I can tell you why.
Yes.
So Don Cheadle's black, and the Hulk is colored. So go together.
Well, I got some very good questions now. I mean, it got me to thinking, like, which Avengers would be fucking with Keaton, and which Avengers would be fucking with Ashawnty? So I got a list of some Avengers, man, and you tell me which one you think.
Please.
I'm gonna start with how about Iron Man, man?
Iron Man is on Keaton's side 1,000%.
No.
What you say, Ryan?
Iron Man and Don Cheadle are best friends. Iron Man is the guy that says, "Man, I got a black best friend."
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with he's on Ashawnty. He's on Ashawnty.
He's on Ashanti's side. Then you say he with Keaton.
Yes.
I think Ashanti. I mean, just because of the Iron Man, man. Isn't that Terrence Howard?
Yeah. What's going on with Iron Man, man?
This podcast brought to you by Iron Man.
Hold on. But in real life, I think in the first Iron Man, Terrence Howard was.
Yeah, he was War Machine.
Yeah.
He was War Machine.
He was War Machine.
So before Don Cheadle, he's got two black best friends.
Yeah.
Nah, he's going with.
They team Ashanti. Okay, the next one I got is Star-Lord. I mean, if y'all don't know, he's from Guardians of the Galaxy. He's gonna be in the he's gonna be in the new Avengers movie. What side y'all think Star-Lord on? I'm gonna go ahead on and say. Go ahead. He hitting the colored chick in the movies.
Yes.
He's smashing a colored chick. He's got a colored wife.
Yeah.
He's going with Ashanti.
I think he would do Ashanti too.
I'm gonna lean towards Ashanti.
Hold
that
up.
one.
You know who else he fucking with? He fucking with a colored chick, and he messed with a coon.
Oh.
He got a little coon there.
Yeah, the little bitty boy with the weapons. Oh, he said Ray Lewis.
Not Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis.
Nah, man, stop it. You know that little coon is Bradley. What's his last name? Not Bradley Beal. The dude who was in the Sniper movie, Bradley. From the fucking Hangover, Bradley Cooper. There you go. Bradley Cooper is
It gotta be a black
you never know
guy.
these things, right? Like Vin Diesel is Groot. Like how's that even a thing? Anyway, the next one, Thor.
Oh no, Thor.
Hey.
I think Thor is actually probably gonna go back up to Asgard and like not give a fuck.
I think Thor.
So,
I think Thor would
think
be
he's pretty neutral.
Well, I know. I think Thor's with Keaton because I think look at him. He look like an Aryan. He look like a.
He does.
Hey, I feel like Thor got bullied before. Before he got big.
I think Thor's real cool with Idris Elba. So Idris Elba would talk to him, and then he'd just be like, "Look, brother, don't even mess with it.
It's
bro.
a different
Just come back
workout.
Up to Asgard,
It's
chill."
a different workout.
So I'm saying neutral. I'm saying Thor doesn't choose a side.
So he don't
Go
give
back
a
to
fuck.
Asgard. Nah, he don't care.
All right, we're going next one. Spider-Man, the Amazing. What do we think about Spider-Man?
Hey, Spider-Man has to be with Keith. I'm sorry, Roger. I know the agreement, but
Spider-Man looks like he was a bully white boy, like growing up. So I think he might have some kind of empathy towards Keaton.
he has to.
I think in favor of Keaton having someone on his side, I'll give him Spider-Man.
But hey, I'm gonna be quiet because I was told. Listen, I don't fuck. Listen, the mask, how Spider-Man mask is made, the eyes are close together.
Okay.
You are so a bully, bro.
He's gonna continue this narrative. We can't stop it.
There's nothing you can do with this.
This podcast is brought to you by whatever bartender was giving Los all these drinks before he came over here today. He's off the rails.
This podcast is brought to you by Who Made Los Like This.
Who made you like this?
Let's tear him down and make another
is
Los.
brought to you by Who Raised You.
Okay. I had more, but I'm gonna give y'all just one more. The last one is I know the movie ain't came out, but Black Panther. What's that?
Hey, we know he on. We know what side he on. Roger, take this one. I ain't gonna even talk. Roger gonna speak for everybody.
Black Panther.
Chadwick Boseman.
Is with Chadwick Boseman? If I didn't know who Chadwick Boseman was, then he's with Keaton. Because Chadwick Boseman is a white name.
Hey, Roger, I don't know who Chadwick Boseman is. And when he said it, I was like, this nigga got to be with Keaton.
That's Black
Chadwick
Panther.
Boseman's dad No, Chadwick Boseman
No.
dad invented the Bose sound, like the.
Oh
Bose,
yeah. I'm looking at. Hold up. I'm
headphones.
googling it right
That's
now.
why I love Roger.
The Bose.
Speak, Raj.
So
Why do you love it? Like, what
you
do
sound like you're a very supportive congregation member of my church.
I am. I am.
Speak to him, Rod. Speak to him, Pastor.
Listen, I got to get off of Keaton because y'all didn't let us run the whole. Listen, somebody please stop Carlos and keep his points.
He never said
at
Captain
like
America though, so Captain America.
Captain America already is with him. Chris Evans.
We already made that
Okay.
point.
Yeah, already with Keaton.
You made that. You asked about Black Panther. It's just as
Just as obvious.
obvious.
Captain America? Oh my God.
This is obvious, man.
And I'm the crazy one.
So, big news story today.
Go ahead.
Net neutrality rules were voted on. The FCC voted 3-2 to scrap all of
Wow.
the existing net neutrality rules. The rules adopted in 2015, if you don't know, ban internet providers from blocking or slowing legal sites and forbid them from charging sites for priority delivery of their data. Basically, it stopped internet service providers from playing favorites by speeding up or slowing down traffic from various specific websites and apps. If you don't know what an internet service provider is, just think about who gives you your internet: AT&T, CenturyLink, Verizon, Cox, Frontier, whoever gives it to you in your
Shout out Comcast.
Yeah, right, Comcast, right quick.
Xfinity.
Whoever's giving you your internet, and so what do you guys think about what's happening in this net neutrality vote?
I see the way that I feel about it. I'm gonna just tell you how I feel without really delving too deep into it. But I think that the internet is great the way it is. I don't know much about the dark net, so I'll stay off of that. But from what I understand, we only use 10% of the internet. The rest of it is on some sort.
I thought that was your brain, couldn't?
Wow.
I thought you only used 10% of your brain.
We only use 10% of
So
the internet.
You only use a certain portion of
Okay.
the internet, and it's a very small portion.
Gotcha.
Well, okay.
So I don't know what the portion is. Might
What's
be
the
20%,
rest of the?
but
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
it's
I
some
feel
dark
like-
stuff that goes on.
I feel like
bro.
if you got
like
that,
you could do all kind of stuff.
what'd you say, Raj?
You can do all kind of. There's some dark stuff, is what I say. You can do all kinds of stuff on the internet that you didn't even know about. Like there's drugs that get sold on the internet. There's
Yeah, Bitcoin.
all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all watch Dope. So anyway, darknet. But getting away from that, I just like the internet the way that it is. Specifically to be able to watch certain videos that I might like to watch. It wasn't
Porn.
always as easy. I never said that. It wasn't always that easy.
Yeah.
Now it's very easy. Watching even highlights of Vince Carter when he was a rookie, very easy.
Yeah.
If it's gonna be hard to going forward, or if it's gonna cost me more money going forward, just to for certain companies to capitalize off of that, then I'm not for it. I don't like it.
But it's kind of a double-edged sword because it's like we can talk about what they can and can't do. I mean, like you know that like if you have T-Mobile, they said that they're offering like Netflix and HBO for cheaper prices. So, but that puts other companies like at a disadvantage, other video services like at a disadvantage, where because they're playing favorites with one, but that's like a good thing if you're a Netflix trumping type person. So I mean, it's positives on some ends, but I mean, I think I'm kind of the mind that anything Trump them kind of trumping out there is probably bad shit. I don't know. I'm on that.
I feel like it's weed and crack, man. It's like somebody came in there with that good dope, and it's been working. Like they got the good smoke, and then somebody came in here with something else, and you just like, wait, what? Like relax.
I would love for you to push that analogy out and for it to like hit. Look at Raj.
He wouldn't let me finish.
No, waiting
We're waiting for it to
Okay,
drop.
Yeah, let me finish.
Go ahead,
Anyway,
go ahead. Wait, he
what I'm
got
saying
that-
is
he got
this.
that bad dope.
Look here. You can't.
You know when a nigga
you
started
can't
sending something, look here,
you can't
you're not about to make no
privatize the internet
sense.
like it's China. You can't privatize it, man. You know what I mean? You from the little piece I read, because I read like 2 articles, honestly, to be honest,
Right.
on the way over here. I'm not feeling it.
No, like I said, I want the internet to stay the way that it is, neutral. The internet should stay neutral. We don't need. I've been reading about how certain companies like AT&T might be able to offer their streaming services at a faster speed to their their subscribers than other people. I don't like that. I feel like the internet should stay. If I purchase 200 gigabyte speed internet like I have at my home right now, then I should get everything on the internet at 200 gigabyte speeds.
Fair enough. And I mean, that's the biggest issue. I mean, and people are also talking about the fact that it might get to the point where they throw, like the internet service providers can set tickets and say, like AT&T can say, if you want to get on Facebook, it's going to be $4.99 a month. Yeah. And not like Facebook is going to be getting the money. It'll be going through the internet service providers. So it's a whole bunch of things. And the paid thing, they say it won't happen anytime soon, but it could be all
like a toll. Like a toll.
I mean, it could be, but it's not going to happen soon. But if it's even up the pipeline. But they said it's all going to be in litigation for a while. So the people who hopping on it right now, like, oh, this is terrible. I'm like, they said, like, the people who voted on it were saying that it was basically fake news. Yeah. The 2.5 million CNN? Signatures that they had that said, like, we want rules for net neutrality. And they're like, nah.
It's not happening.
I love hearing people talk about it online who don't know nothing. Like, oh, man, what's net neutrality, man? Y'all need to turn that off.
Oh, like, somebody be like, let me post this picture before the internet, while the internet free.
Hey, Raj, I'm reading something.
I actually read an article of a dude that downloaded 13 quadrillion gigabytes or something like that.
Fillion? Was it a Fillion?
It was quadrillion.
Quadrillion.
Oh, it was porn too.
Quadrillion gigabytes of porn before the internet started costing.
Yeah, I read the same story. It was on BET. It was on BET's website, right?
I don't know where it was at.
I don't know if I have BET's website. But if they slowed it down, if they slowed down BET's website where I had to pay for it, I just wouldn't pay for it. I wouldn't even care about net neutrality.
Definitely. BET would never get my money.
They could slow down BET's fucking channel on my regular.
I have not. I don't even know if I have BET.
Roger, when the last time you watched a BET Daddy?
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't even know if I have BET.
What's the channel?
I don't know.
What's the channel?
I don't know.
I have no clue.
Streaming services. And I have streaming services, so my channels are all based on channels. Yeah. So like it's in alphabetical order.
I'm the absolute most.
Which is
it's probably something black like 1865 when the slaves got
I have no clue. And I know for a fact out of us three, I'm the most ethnic.
Maybe you might think that. You know what I mean?
Most niggerish.
I celebrate Kwanzaa. Hey, man, Roger, I just read something. Oh, they said the top 3 things that said that only use 10% are your brain. It says your brain. We only use 10% of our brain. It says that the internet. We only use 10% of the internet. And it says if you got that lay mind, you only get to put 10% in it.
No, but even if you don't have that lemon, you still only use 10% of that wood.
Hey,
you felt no, literally. Like let me say this. You felt under the sack. You got some more meat in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like a chicken wing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know what I'm saying? Like you gonna leave all that meat in there? You know what I'm saying?
You gonna be allowed meat on it?
Shifting gears to something we can talk a little bit more intelligently about. Last week, Simone Biles, shout out, gold medalist, killing it, flipping, landing.
How is him? How
I don't know. She's a teenager still, I think. She was at the Texans game and she was an honorary cheerleader. And she got hair sham. Online, people were quote posting, and I'm talking about black people. The exact quote was, "Baby, yo, hair, you need some black friends." And they had 22,000 retweets, 48,000 likes, and Simone got upset. She said, "I have one question to everyone commenting about my hair. When do I genuinely look happy in this photo? Do you look perfect all the time? Everything perfect order? Question mark." And I mean, it brought up a lot of people's memories of Gabby Douglas and who won like 4 years ago, and it was like kind of the same thing about Gabby. And Gabby's hair being all over the place and everything. So it got me into this a very interesting conversation. I was talking to cousins of mine. And we was in this family convo. We got a big family text group. And, it basically turned into the dude in our family versus the chicks. I wasn't a dude. It was one dude. And I mean, his preference is his preference.
Chick side?
I was just watching, man. I ignited the flame and just let the conversation go. And the dude said she's a celebrity now. She can't present herself like that. If that was Michelle Obama or somebody, even Cardi B got to fix teeth. It's not too much to expect them to look presentable all the time. There's a perception that they have money, they should look accordingly, especially if you're on TV. And the sisters in the thing hopped back and said, who made the rule that fried and laid to the side is presentable? That's some BS. Black folks in particular are held to that standard, sadly, by other black folks most of the time. White women and their straight ass hair aren't the standard of beauty or togetherness. Who cares how they look or how we look, celebrity or not? And your personal preference is not reality. So they went at the dude talking about that's his personal preference. He said, so you were brainwashed to think that fixing yourself up is trying to be white? I don't understand what the brainwashing was to negatively accomplish. So that was interesting. And the chicks fired back with the last big one. They said, you're brainwashed with that idea that we are not beautiful with our own hair and that the ideal beauty is that of Europeans. Therefore, black women fry and dye their hair and in some extreme cases bleach their skin to be accepted by society and by our men. So if you hear the two sides of the argument, basically to be succinct, dude was saying, man, it ain't asking too much for you to be presentable, especially if you're a celebrity. And the chicks was like, man, what does presentable mean? The European standard of white. What do we think about Simone?
So, I think I definitely I guess I get both sides of it because I have my own personal definition of what I think presentable is, and it just kind of depends on the person and the whatever. But from what I'm looking at, or from my perception of the whole people getting on Simone was that you need some black friends was the piece.
Yeah.
When they say you need some black friends, it was saying you need some. To me, you need some black friends that's gonna do your hair like black women.
Yeah, that's what they meant. Yeah.
You know, so even if it's whatever, if it's up, if it's down, it don't matter. You're not white. You can't do that. Like you can't wear your hair like white girls can kind of just wear their hair like all fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, like because their shit is all thin and shit.
Yeah.
You know, and
lays down.
So white people hair is
right,
thin?
like it lay down good. Whatever it is, it's white people hair. You know, we know the difference. You ain't got to talk of semantics, but you know how white people hair is.
Yeah.
Generally, Simone Biles' his hair isn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just saying, hey, you need to do something with your hair. Like, because that's not the look right there. Like, that doesn't look good on you. That's not how we do. Get you some black friends so that your hair can look like black people hair supposed to look. Regardless if it's up or down or European or African. It don't matter. That's not it.
All right, so let me say that. I saw the pictures of Simone, right? And I really wasn't mad about it. I saw a few pictures of Simone.
I agree with you. I wouldn't have said anything about it.
I wasn't mad about Simone and her hair, cause Simone, how old is she again?
She's a teenager, late teens probably.
Like 19?
Teenager, late teens. Take that for what you want.
I don't know. So I'm just general statement. I didn't see.
20.
She's 20.
She's 20 and she's 4'8".
Wikipedia 20, or
she's 20 years old.
All right, I want to make sure I ain't saying nothing crazy. Look, Simone, I get it. All I'm saying is this. Boy, Simone was straight for the Texans game to me. I feel like
But it wasn't, you didn't see the picture then.
No.
Because it wasn't the Texans game. It was the Texans practice. It was cheerleader practice.
Oh, see, that don't count. Because all of my girls have messed up. But anyway, that's black people hating on black people. That's crabs in a barrel. I feel like Simone is... I feel like Simone brought it better than Gabby. If we're going to play devil's advocate. Because Gabby did come with buku bobbies. You know, the ponytail with the buku scrunchies.
So look, you just said black people dealing with black people or something like that. You got to do it.
Yeah.
You about to bully again.
This is a damn theme of this podcast.
I'm a truth teller.
That don't sound like truth telling. It sounds like hating and bullying.
No, I don't see it as bullying when it's the truth.
It don't really matter how you see it. It's how the person perceives it.
Yeah, you can take it how you want. But see, bullying to me is something that's...
Bullying
to me is not what I'm doing. I just told that hoe she
don't
fat
matter what
and
it
with
mean to
her
you.
eyes
I
closed
mean, if you
and her hair
fat, you
bad.
fat.
That's not bullying. That's
That's
just
not my
me
fault.
talking.
I was raised that way. I can't help that.
Damn.
I mean, it is what it is.
So you, yeah.
I thought you would have had some insight on that, besides the fact that Simone is she could get it. That's all you got?
No, I've never seen Simone completely out of place. So every time I've seen Simone, she been okay. Now, granted, Gabby is not Simone.
Charles Barkley right now.
She's not Simone. Let's be honest.
So Gabby and Simone not the same person?
Roger gonna play you this whole podcast.
Let's
you keep talking.
Let's do it.
So my whole point is it like I think that there is something to black women saying we are held to a different standard. But I think I agree definitely with what Roger said about that. If you're a black woman and you know your grade of hair and you know how your hair is, it's kind of like the fact that when like a white family adopts a black kid and they like, I don't know how to deal with her hair.
Exactly.
They're basically, the comment was just that, Simone, you need to find some black friends or deal with some black people who will do your black hair in a way that looks. If Simone had braids, if she had a lace front, if she had, like you say, some micro braids or something, like, or if her hair was just combed in a certain way that didn't look all poofy in the front, people would have never even brought it up. They brought it up because it looked bad.
I don't even feel that way.
Let me give you my definition of presentable. Not necessarily presentable, though. I guess it's just what I like. I'd rather that, what she had, than a lace front.
I agree with you. That's why I'm mad with it. Go ahead, Roger.
So you just got to be able to say that. So I had okay. What was said to Simone was funny to me. You need to find you some black friends.
That's it.
And that's it. It's just funny. It should have been dead. Oh, you can respond if you want. Cool, my haters. I always do my hair. Whatever you want to say, you can say it. But all it was funny to me, and it's not like no viral thing. And I don't think it should have been no issue with black women talking about y'all Europeans do it this way and we do it this way. It's too much. Simone had her hair all wild, just like anybody else can have their hair all wild.
All them white girls had their hair wild at the same time at practice. And white girls do their hair for practice.
Right, but her hair was just a little bit more wild, is the point. And somebody just called out on it. Because look, baby girl, you don't have the same hair as them. Your shit gonna look way more wild in their hair.
I don't know if it like colors. You keep trying to go back to this black-white thing. This is one of the most contentious podcasts for me because I think your point's just been so off the wall, wrong, and not wrong, but just different than mine the whole time you didn't open your mouth today.
I can't. I'm not gonna agree with you.
It's not, time, but you don't have to ever agree with me.
I'm
but
not
my point
to.
is, you talking about like this a black-white thing. It's not a black-white.
I'm not trying
the white girl's hair was fucked up. How you even know that? Like, where you coming from with this intel?
No, because anytime. Listen, if you ever see white girls practice at Chili, they ain't gonna have that shit on point every time. She's essentially she's a girl who's been around nothing but white girls. So and her hair is decently long and she has decent length hair. So it ain't about her making her hair look perfect every time she's shown. What white girls got to do with that? Everything, because they don't. Because they don't do that. But anytime hers is a mess, it's crazy.
What'd you say, Rob?
So I think his point is that everybody's hair at practice was messed up.
Thank you.
Okay, fair enough.
He don't want to hear that.
Well, I don't know. I didn't see the pictures of the rest of the team that y'all.
Yeah, but you know that shit wasn't fucking.
If we had to make an assumption,
BET approved.
If we had to make an assumption, if we had to guess. It's cheerleader practice. It's a sport.
A what?
You can't laugh at that. I didn't make a joke. Watch yourself. So, it's a sport. So there's some rigorous activity. I'm gonna assume that everybody's hair was messed up, but I'm also gonna assume that the most messed up haired person there was probably Simone Biles.
Man, no.
Listen, what I'm about to do is I'm gonna take myself out of this conversation for the next couple of minutes because I'm about to run that Ask Roger Ask Low. So we got an anonymous question from a Houstonian and they submitted this question. I'm gonna let y'all know. We'll change the subject a little bit. So the question just says, my homegirl's in a pickle. She's a single mom with good vitals, basically saying degrees, career, good family values. She's recently been off and on with a dude. He lays that le man and is also good with her kids. However, he has little to no drive or ambition, a few baby mamas, and a small town mentality. His end goal in life is to buy a trailer on a large plot of land and raise a few horses on it. Should she turn old boy into a science project and build him up? They say piece of a man is better than no man at all. What y'all think?
Raj?
Go ahead, Los. I want to hear you.
You want me to hit this one? I'm on the road.
Take it.
All right. I got questions with this one, honestly. Like, what do you do to be able to judge a man to, like, what does she do, first of all? But listen, I'm gonna put that aside. It depends on how happy you are. If that type of guy makes you happy and he fulfills what you looking for, or just how you feel. If he's a good guy and your kids are cool with him, and he takes care of his children, you got to rock with that. I mean, he has a plan, somewhat. It might not be your plan. If it's not your plan, you move on.
No, I mean, okay, so if you want my honest, like how I really feel about it on the surface, I think she need to find another nigga. But if it's like Lo said, if it's gonna make her happy, if girls like science projects.
Yeah.
Girls for some reason gravitate towards that guy that's just no good, because they think that they can make him some sort of good. So if that's what she wants, then that's fine. But if you want my honest opinion, you find you another guy. If the guy, I mean, what is she gonna do to change him? That's I guess. What do you think? He's got this small mentality. You have degrees and you have ambition.
Yeah.
And you have drive.
But what do you do?
Find someone similar.
Yeah.
Well, she's got drive. She claims. I mean, I'm only going on what the story tells.
Yeah.
She's got drive. She's got ambition. She's got degrees. She's got
Well,
this.
she
She's got that.
said she got drive.
The guy's not.
Yeah. I feel like she knew what they lay on. She knew what he was when she got him. And if you're gonna lay around this long, lay around. If not, move on. If he got a small town ambition and it's not what you want, move around. If you're not on that small town shit, and you don't want to get a double wide on your doctorate degree and your master's, get your ass around somewhere. move around, bro.
And that was Ask Roger, Ask Lowe's, brought to you by Best Friend Weekend Podcast. We got a few more things, but we're gonna get on before we get out of here, man. It's gonna be.
Was that our only question?
Yeah, that was the only question. I only take one question a week.
No, we need to take two.
I take one question a week. Next, man, just a couple of other things before we get out of here. Going into the sports world because we gotta talk about big sports stories. Big Baller Brand.
Yes.
I got a couple of names that you guys know because y'all watch sports. And not sports and culture. What do Pete Sampras, Bryce Harper, Quentin Tarantino, Johnny Depp, Katy Perry, Giselle, what do they all have in common?
They're white.
Fair enough.
Other than the fact that they're white, which is obvious, they didn't graduate from high school.
And you hit the nail on the head. And you know where I was going with it, Raj. They all dropped out of school to go pro.
The only reason I know this is because of Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I know that.
Well, they all dropped out of school.
Bryce Harper left school as a sophomore.
Right? Yes, he did.
Damn, for real?
And he got a GED. So they all dropped out of school to go pro. What do we think about LaMelo Ball, LiAngelo Ball? They go and play in Lithuania. What do we think about that, man? They dropped out of school. Well, one of them did.
Shit. I think there's a bunch of different views on it. Some people like it, some people don't. I personally don't like it because I don't feel like it was those kids' choices.
Why not? Why you don't feel like it was their choice?
Because the actions of LeVar Ball and the excitedness that he gets from being in his antics, if you will, from being in the spotlight, show that to me. That's what proves to me that it looks like it was his idea. I'm going to exploit my kids for the popularity of the group. Of course, I don't think it's just him that he's trying to make big. I think he's trying to make everybody big.
They making money too, Roger.
Whatever.
They making money.
Whatever.
Them papas making money.
But I still don't think that I would want to take away the experiences of school.
Yeah.
Whether it be high school or college, away from my kids. That's just what I. And granted, my other quarrel with it is that I would hate to see some other family, like look up to that and do it and fail.
Replicate it. Okay, Roger, I'm agree with you on that because I feel like you only get high school once. You only get college once. Like just that breather of that type of thing. And I feel like what his son did, and he drives a fucking Ferrari or Porsche, whatever Jello, the oldest, the middle kid. He got a fire whip. Why are you still in sunglasses, my brother? But I feel like that it's no way you should take your kids out of school for that. Like he should serve his sentence, and the little boy should still be in high school and getting in. Lifting one of your, it's light work. I don't think it's gonna help him. I don't think it's gonna help him in the end.
My thing is I don't know, but it might.
I watched a Breakfast Club interview with him earlier this week, and I thought what was interesting is them boys kind of look special ed. Like
I ain't want to say it because I had already bashed some kids today.
I'm big.
I had already bashed kids today. I ain't want to say it.
I'm big on LeVar Ball, and I'm big on what he's trying to.
He's the only one that can speak.
Like it's kind of like Carlos. Like on the podcast, not letting nobody else speak. But the thing is, like them boys, they ask them a question and they don't even have an opinion when asked direct questions. So they just keep like, "Yeah, my dad. Yeah, I mean it's a good decision. I mean he didn't just tell us what to do. I mean their answers is like literally 5 or 6 words. I was hoping for them to have a little bit more personality. Same thing with Lonzo. They don't really have a lot of personality. It's not going to swing the pendulum completely for me. But it's put that thought in my head that maybe they are a little bit more puppets than we all want them to be because we want this to work. We want, as a people, we want this black man to have a successful, like with his kids, we want him to have a good plan that goes through. Yeah, man, that's all I got for it.
Yeah,
I hope they good.
I really wanted it to work because it's something different. I feel like if it was executed the correct way and presented the correct way, it could really work. You know what I mean? It really could. Especially the buzz that he made with his kids. It really could work. You know what I mean? He has 3 kids that could hoop. But you like your son stole in China.
So hold on, let me interject. So like little things mean big things.
My bad.
Little things mean big things to me. So, like, the big picture of it, cool. I understand you want all your kids to be in the NBA. Yeah. But I think the small things, like whenever I hear him say something like this, "Oh, baby, we just trying to get them all to the Lakers." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like, what are you really saying? You know what I mean? Like, what are you really trying to do? Because you're not the commissioner of the league. You don't own the Lakers. You're not the GM. Yeah. Who says that the Lakers want LaMelo and LiAngelo on their team? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many questionable, like, things that he says that I just don't trust him. I'm not going to say I don't like him, but I don't necessarily like what he does.
I like the fact that he's family first. And look, Raj, I definitely agree with everything you just kind of said to an extent.
But is he though?
I think he is. I think he's in a situation where he could be living that life, but he makes it a point to go out there and say how monogamous and faithful he is with his wife, how he's really pours all of his free time and all of his interest into his sons. Like, I think he's family first. I heard him say something that was really, like, he had the quote of the day on that. He told a story about, he said when they was real young, he asked his boys, he said, if somebody pulled up in a van and took your brother and threw him in the van, what would y'all do? And the boy said, we'd come run home and tell you. And he was like, absolutely not. He was like, don't call me. He was like, y'all better jump in that van and go with him. He said, I'd rather 3 of y'all be dead than y'all come back 2 of y'all talking about they took my brother. By the time I get there, it's too late. it's a weird and it's kind of a crazy little statement to make. But if you really think about it, that's instilling some really like camaraderie in his boys, and he wants them to all be together against the world doing stuff. So I get why he can say, I want all three of them in the league. I want all three of them on the Lakers. I want all three of them playing together. He got a taste of that at Chino Hills when they were seniors. Well, when one was a senior, one was a sophomore, and whatever.
But I feel like it's the same shit as your mama saying, or your aunt is saying, if your cousin get beat up, you know, all y'all better get beat up. You know what I mean?
This is an extreme case because he's telling y'all all to go get stole.
Yeah, it's super extreme, but it's the same case when you grow up in a certain environment and you raised around your cousins or your sister, and you're like, hey, if your brother get beat up, all y'all better get y'all ass whooped today.
I think it's really proverbial what he said. I think he'd take one son.
Yeah, of course he would. Of course he would.
Hey, no, Roger, which son would he take though?
He let him take Jello.
Which son would he take? Which son?
I have no idea. He'd probably take Lonzo since he's already made it.
I think Lonzo the best son.
I don't know.
I don't know nothing about
who
that.
The best?
I don't know them people.
Who the best one?
I don't know them people.
Who the best one?
Lonzo in the NBA. He's the best one.
No.
He's in the NBA. He's the best one.
Yeah, he is.
Like,
what you think about Jello? The middle kid. The one that stole sunglasses in China with a Porsche.
I think he'll make it.
All right, we're gonna see. Okay. All right, so we got the Me Too report. Last big thing. It hit the NFL Network this week. It hit Tavis Smiley too. Shout out. Too bad for Tavis. But the NFL Network had
Tavis Smiley.
Jamie Cantor accused them of harassment and assault. She was hired in 2006 and fired in October 2016 for stealing clothes. The names of the people she's accused: Marshall Falk, Eric Davis, Warren Sapp, Donovan McNabb, Heath Evans, Ike Taylor, and the editor of The Ringer, Eric Weinberger. Basically, these are all allegations. These are all different people. I could say each one and what they did. Whatever. Weinberger, she said that he sent her several nude pictures of himself and sexually explicit texts. And she accused him also of telling her that she was put on the earth to pleasure him, adding that he once pressed his crotch against her shoulder and asked her to touch it. She said that Falk asked her deeply and personal and invasive questions about her sex life. She said that Falk asked her what her favorite sex position was, whether she was into oral, and if she dated black men. She also accused Falk of fondling her breast and groping her butt. Instead of saying good morning, Mr. Falk greeted her by fondling her breast and groping her ass. As time went on, Mr. Falk became more aggressive, such as inviting Cantor to his hotel room, stroking and pulling out his genitals. I think that means pulling out his balls in front of her, pointing to his crotch and asking the plaintiff, when you gonna get on this already? He also pinned her against the wall, demanding oral sex while he pulled his pants down. That was all Marshall Falk. Marshall. Evans, what he did was he repeatedly made lewd comments, sent nude photos of himself on at least 2 separate occasions, and made comments talking about he needed to get into her, quote unquote, deep and hard. Davis asked her for help with clothes so he could grab and push up against her body. He told her, I want you so bad. My cock is so hard because of you right now. You look like you would be an animal in these sheets. I can't handle your butt. It's so luscious. Davis also said that he wanted to choke her from behind and she begged him to stop. She claimed that while she was working on set one time, he grabbed her butt, sliding his hand between her legs and touching her private area. Ike Taylor, he just sent her explicit photos of him beating that wood in the shower. Donovan McNabb sent her a text that said, asked if she was a squirter, then asked if she wanted to come to dinner with him, spelled C-U-M. And Warren Sapp, according to the suit, he said, sorry, mama, but your office shouldn't be our shitter. And he walked, when she was in the bathroom, he pulled out that wood. He peed in front of her. And he sent her sex toys for Christmas gifts 3 years straight. So that's all of those NFL people. She came out with all these lawsuits after she was fired for stealing. And what do we think about this situation? I know what I think. I think that many people at the job don't try you unless they're trying to free.
No, that mean either she just like she wears some pheromones to work or something like that.
Please Google her because she's not nice.
And I'm sorry, what is her name?
Jamie Cantor. JAMICANTOR. Not nice doesn't even really begin to nothing nice to say about her. Like but I sound like Trump right now with you should look at her Facebook. That wouldn't even
JMI?
Yeah. That's yeah.
Cantor.
So no, why everybody went at you?
Everybody went
the
at
whole
her neck.
NFL. The whole NFL network went after her.
Everybody went at her neck. Why do you think that is?
No, she's not bad at all.
She's not nice.
Like
Nigga,
when she's not bad, she's not good at all.
Let's be. Go ahead.
She heard.
Let me be quiet. I haven't talked enough. Go ahead, Roger.
So no, man, I don't know what story it is. I don't know who it is. But one of these stories ain't true. At least one. I'm talking about all of our Me Too reports for the last month or so. We've been doing Me Too.
Pick a side, Roger.
Something ain't true.
Roger.
Everything can't be true.
Let's pick a side.
Everything can be true.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say maybe somebody went after, but I don't think everybody went after.
So the two things that I thought about, like one was this. I think maybe one of them boys at the job, like she was really having a relationship with him, and he probably went back and told her. Maybe not even one of them. And he went back and told them rest of them boys, look. When you see a freak, you try a freak. Come at her like that. She like black dudes. She like to squirt. Yeah. She like when you send her nasty pictures in the shower. So that was my initial thought, and I mean I can't shake that because that's the thought I have. I asked a coworker about it, and she said sometimes maybe a woman gets in a situation when she was at the NFL Network, and she felt like to have that high paying, high profile job, maybe she needed to acquiesce to certain things that she didn't think she was gonna need to. Like to keep her job, maybe she needed to shut up about some of this. So she shut up about it as long as she had a job, and then when she got fired, she was like, you know what? I was boo-boo the fool for the last 10 years letting them do all of this, and now that the Me Too shit is happening, I'm gonna file a lawsuit.
Well, she's stupid. Let me
she wrong.
Yeah, she dead is wrong. Let me tell you what happened. This bitch tried to fuck her way to the top. Like, let's be honest.
There's no evidence of that.
It don't have to be no evidence of that. It don't, because when it's coming from a man, and if a woman is saying a man is saying certain things, and men of high stature are saying certain things,
that don't mean high character, though.
Especially at this time. Everybody is getting accused of sexual harassment right now.
So what that mean in this case? What does that mean?
It don't take much. That's what it means.
Them boys, that wasn't little shit. Them boys was coming at that whole neck.
That's what she said.
So then what are you saying?
She got proof of that?
Yes, these are all texts and shit.
She got text to them?
Text, videos, beating that wood.
Yeah, so what she did?
Didn't do nothing until she put him all on Front Street.
That lady, she put something out there before dudes did that. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying her looking like she looking, she put something out there before they did that. That's what I'm saying. Y'all can look crazy all y'all want. I don't give a damn.
I thought it was interesting. Your boy Terrell Owens was on TV today, and he took a shot. He said, "Man, I'm not in the Hall of Fame, but some of them boys y'all got in there be wildin'."
He sure did. Hey, he couldn't wait to get on there.
Oh,
he petty. He petty.
That was petty as shit, but it was funny. I was like, ooh.
He can't wait. Rog, speak everything that's on your mind right now.
I don't have much on my mind right now.
Nah.
Just thinking, trying to wrap my head around this. That's some good guys. So I thought that, all I want to say to all the women out there that I may have done something. I've pinched a few butts in my lifetime.
Oh,
I apologize.
You feeling guilty?
I'm not feeling guilty at all. I'm just apologizing for whenever it was cool to pinch butts. It's not cool.
It's
no
not
more,
cool
guys.
no
It's
more.
not cool no more, but they can still prosecute you years in the past.
Rog,
I got my butt pinched twice in the last week by females.
Rog,
I did not ask my butt to get pinched,
Rog,
and I was cool.
We gonna record this, so if you ever need money, you good.
So we recording this episode.
What he
right?
meant to say was that you got your butt pinched. He was gonna record it so that you
got
could tell. Hey man, cue that music for
I got
nothing
my
nice
butt
to
pinched.
say, man.
Cue it up, man.
You know they say if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say, but Aldo NICE.
Shit, I could have went a whole bunch of places with this, but I think the best place is right back in the little homie Keaton Jones. I don't want to be accused of bullying, so I'll try to tread lightly on this one just a bit. Matter of fact, I won't even get on Keaton. I talk about society as a whole. Ask yourself, how do you view black people? Do you look at us as rapping, dancing, slam dunking? Or do you see us as fried chicken eating, Kool-Aid drinking, and loud talking? Better yet, do you think we cool, hip, fly, trendy, hip hop? I know some of y'all think we dangerous, murderers, violent, troublemakers. It's a whole bunch of black people. So I can only say that some of that's right some of the time. But I could also give you a characteristic that's right about us pretty much every single time. Black people are accepting. You ever go to a black club and see when a white dude or a Hispanic chick or an Asian dude come in? Niggas show mad love. The minute they start bobbing their head to Big Sean or quoting Kendrick Lamar lyrics, black people throw their arms around them and let them know they're welcome in our establishment. I know you've seen a white dude in a black frat, a white rapper on a black label, a white cheerleader at a black school, or shit, a white boy in Grambling or Southern's band. They not only accept it, but we give them extra cool points for being there and cheer harder for them than we do for fat people. And you know niggas love to cheer for fat people more than we love to cheer for gospel singers at the Apollo. I mean, I bet a white boy didn't went at the Apollo before. Somebody check me on that. But all that to say, that's the one thing about Keaton. Black celebrities and regular black people were super accepting of Keaton because we know what it's like to get judged, persecuted, and bullied in America. We get the concept of being the underdog and came to that little ugly motherfucker's defense. And well, we got finessed. It's hard for me to believe it's the first time or the last time we're going to get duped for being caring people. Starts to make me think, was that white boy in the movie Drumline using us for a scholarship to HBCU? Are my white frat homeboys, white frat brothers, only in this shit to infiltrate the system and learn about us from the inside out? Is the white cheerleader only on the team to smash all the D1 athletes at the school? And was Eminem only rocking with us because... Nah, never mind. I saw what Eminem did to Trump, and I don't want no parts of that. But you can read between the lines of what I'm trying to get at, and you can see I definitely don't have nothing nice to say. So I won't say nothing at all. Hey, let's get out of here with the gas pedal certification program, which we're gonna give this week to our homeboys at the EaDo's Cajun Cocina. Hey Raj, do Cocina mean pussy in Spanish?
Cocina. No, that's a place. That's a place where you go and spend your money, and you try to get more money.
Oh, a Cocina.
Because
the Cocina. I went to the Cocina.
Right.
It was like, hey, where y'all at? We at the Cocina this weekend.
Went to the casino.
2919 Leland, man. Me and Los was there this past weekend, man. Them boys got stuffed bread. They got crawfish nachos. Los, they got crawfish nachos at EaDo.
See, bro. The crawfish nachos, though? You would never think that was good?
I
Super
disagree.
fire.
I would think that was good.
It's fire, dude.
Nah, it's on the
They
level.
got boudin, tacos, all kind of crazy stuff.
No, the gumbo though?
Crackhead prices too. Like, I mean, I think they're just doing that to drum up business. It was like $6, like it was craziness. It was and you get your car wash too, because EaDo hand car wash is right next door, connected to it. I know all the time we always ask, and Raj, you probably asked this out there in Colorado. When you see a place that's like says Louisiana food, you always be like, is they from Louisiana? Or like, are these Louisiana?
Absolutely.
Like, you gotta know if they Louisiana people first,
You have
right?
to know
Absolutely.
before
No,
you eat certain
Campbell
stuff.
Soup sell-
are they
Campbell-
from the
Cam-
boot?
Campbell Soup sells gumbo. So that's what I'm saying.
Campbell Soup sells gumbo. Yeah, of course they do. So it's a whole bunch of
Like,
different
that's what I'm
things. I mean, we could, like I said, but you know who it is. You know who the people who doing it. So you know it's a Louisiana dish. So shout out to the homies at the EaDo food truck, aka EaDo's Cajun Cocina.
Hey, shout out to that cook and that thing.
It's going down. So anything else y'all boys got to say before we get on out of here for the week?
Go ahead, Raj. Do your thing.
I'm good. Stay blessed. Stay warm. Merry Christmas. We'll probably talk to you before Christmas.
Hey man, y'all make sure y'all keep hitting up the sites, man, and get you a best friend weekend. You should get a best friend weekend hats for people for Christmas presents. We'll put them in the mail this week.
I just feel like you have to have a best friend weekend hat before you do anything. Like, you know, if you just got another friend, you gotta have the best friend weekend hat. But, you know, it's rocking. Hey, and look here. Look here. Anytime life throws different type of
No. This is not a thing today.